Hello, I am Nicolas Duquenne. I live and work in Brussels. I am a biology teacher in a European school for 12 years. I have worked on a learning scenario called IPCC and IPBES report as reference to unbuilt climate-denial species and to promote nature-based solutions. This learning scenario aims to tackle climate denial species, furnishing students with accurate and updated scientific knowledge will make them able to unbuild climato-skeptical talks. Semantical tools are also used in this scenario. Then, two study cases are used to illustrate how nature-based solutions can be developed to mitigate the climate change and the biodiversity loss.
Hello, my name is Juan Navarro. I'm from southern Spain, north of Africa, Ceuta, and I teach English as a foreign language. I'm the author of Climate Change Mitigation and Adaptation Nature-Based Learning Scenario.
IPCC 2020 and IPBES 2090 reports are the ground of the learning scenario. From this high-level open-source document, several figures have been selected to explain to students the basic knowledge they should acquire. OPA.eu website offers a large range of European-funded projects dealing with nature-based solutions. From this website, one NBS example in Italy dealing with the impact of human activity of seagrass area, and one example in France with an agricultural adaptation to the drought have been selected. Finally, a European webinar has been used to find specific tools to analyze a speech. Media literacy is more than ever useful for the student. Sadly, due to the total lockdown in Belgium during the spring, the learning scenario hasn't been implemented in situ but online. Obviously, the skills developed by students were a little bit different from the one we could have worked in class. But we can sum up. First, autonomy was probably the main skill. Second, critical mind is also mandatory to decrypt a video. Both skills are civic and academic. Third, ability to read and understand scientific figures such graphs or tables was a great challenge. IPCC and IPBES publications are written by experts to reach policymakers. The scientific levels is then pretty high, and we try to arrive the feeling of proudness among students to handle such scientific documents. From a typical academic skill, the learning scenario allowed them, the student, to reach competencies absolutely necessary for their citizenship. Fourth, raising young people awareness about solutions, and particularly NBS, which were totally new for them, was also a really important target we try to reach.
We have to consider some benefits for students participating in this learning scenario. Among others, we can mention the following. Students learn about seeds, plants, and trees, the different parts of them and how they grow and develop. Students familiarize with natural environment, and environmental awareness is fostered as well. Students like taking care of their environmental development, and they love playing with plants, trees, etc. If we take into account the civic engagement, we have to mention some of the main aspects or goals we can achieve. Students create and build an environmental awareness. Students take care of their natural environment. Students are involved in educative actions and enjoy while learning. This is a very important aspect to take into account. Students suggest to implement eco and green activities at the school. We cannot forget that this kind of actions and activities foster and encourage creativity and participation. This aspect of NBS environmental education makes even more attractive for them, because I take them out from the four walls of the classroom and I bring them to this space I'm creating right now. Let me show you, just for a while. Oh, this is the vegetable garden we are building. As you can see, we've got trees, cacti, different types of trees, pear trees, lemon trees, olive, avocado, oranges, and we are cleaning this part right now. These are bad herbs, and we have to clean it. So step by step we are developing it. This is one of the biggest green areas in the school. It is more than 1,200 square meters, and I hope you like it.
If I should give 3 advices, the first one would be to be focused on the official program to find spaces to develop a new learning scenario. There always is a link to be found between nature-based solution and the notional content of the syllabus. Second, check the availability to the student to enter a new way of working. They should feel that the learning scenario is specially designed for them and for their needs. And then, the last one, more practical. Be sure that you will have enough time to prepare and to teach the learning scenario. Indeed, the learning scenario is a very, very time-consuming task. That's why I recommend to avoid it within a year, finalized by an exam. And then a special intervention about the online teaching. The most difficult part on the online teaching, the learning scenario in this particular case, was the role participation. Online does not provide as much interaction as we should have in a class in situ. It's a pity because the students were eager to treat the climate change. However, working with online resources was far easiest than doing it in a class in situ. Each student has then the possibility to work at his own pace. And obviously, online teaching claims to succeed in fostering the student autonomy without letting him alone with a brand new topic. Thank you.